welcome back to the channel, comadres. If you're new here, my name is Diana. Today we're going to do a little bit of a Saturday vlog. This morning we have planned to go to Cars and Coffee with Casey. That's kind of funny, that has a little ring to it, right? Cars and Coffee with Casey. Casey's been more intentional about doing things for himself that he really likes. He really likes his cars, he likes playing basketball, so he's been going to a small group every other Monday to play basketball with some guys from church. And today is the local Cars and Coffee, so he's going to be going to that, and we thought we would join him. We also have a plant sale to go to today that he's treating me to, which I thought was really funny. I was telling, I was joking with the baby. I was like, Dad's taking me to Plant Gucci today. I love you. So it's this farm based out of Ashland City. We really love them. I feel like we've built a good relationship with them. We've bought our beef share from them. I love going to their stand at the market, is always my first stop because they have the best flowers and they're just like beautiful, beautiful people. They're having a plant sale today. They're gonna have like a bouncy house. A friend of mine is also selling bread there. Just a bunch of, you know, nice things. Casey's outside cleaning his car right now because he was contemplating on not going because his car was dirty. And I'm like, well, if this is important to you, why wouldn't you make some time to go clean it really quick? He's like, well, we were really busy last night. I was like, well, just go clean it really quick and we'll go. I have to tell y'all that I was going through it emotionally yesterday. There's been a lot of things that I've been praying over for healing, and some things that just kind of resurface from time to time, and learning now to thank God for where he's brought me and not focus as much on where I've been, which I feel like is what's really helping me today. I mean, I woke up this morning and you know, you just kind of look around and you're just like, oh my gosh, look at where I get to wake up at. My husband's here, we're all healthy. Children are happy, they're healthy, they're packed into my room, still sleeping in my room. It's a good life, like we made it, it's okay. And like constantly coming back to the space of being safe now has been really helpful for me. And also really recognizing just like what he has delivered me from. But with that, I think has kind of come a different level of healing, of him revealing to me a lot of truths about where I was before in order to fully accept where I'm at today and where I'm going. And I think a lot of this is really just tied to feelings of like worthiness, self-acceptance, and self-acceptance more from a space of like not like you're great as you are, you don't have to change, more so as you're not perfect, you're never going to be perfect, and that is okay. With that has come a lot also of, I don't know, just grief, I guess. Grief. And I think motherhood really has a way of doing that to you anyways, especially when you're parenting differently. I'm not as afraid of myself anymore, I guess I would say. We're trying, I guess something that's really like come up over and over the last day has been, stop trying to hold it all together. Everything that you're trying to hold together is exactly what I'm trying to like break apart. And I'm thinking to myself, like, I'm trying so hard to hold it together because I love them so much, I care so much about them. Like, I don't ever want them to be touched by anything that's ever happened to me. And it's trusting in him that that's not going to happen, that they're not, that like they won't get exposed to that. The only way is to let him in. But ultimately, I always come back to like faith and to trust in God to take care of it, because he already has. He's taken care of me just to get me to this point. And so it's a bit of a journey, guys. That's why my eyes are all puffy this morning. I woke up and I was like, dang girl, like I thought we were holding it together pretty well yesterday. All it took was for me to have to go pick up my order at Publix, and it was like waterworks immediately. Comadres, like as soon as I don't even know if I left the neighborhood before I started like bawling. And I mean like full on hysterics, like to the, you have like those like kind of crying. That was me going to pick up Publix yesterday. I'm like, I'm so glad I wore a hat yesterday, because my like pickup associate did not need to be exposed to all of that. Bless her, she took care of business and moved on. I didn't even, like, I'm trying to hide my face when I'm coming home too, because I don't like the kids to see any of that, or Casey really. He lifts my chin up and he's like, "You okay?" I'm like, "I'm all right." And I like that he gives me the space I need to process until I'm ready to talk to him about it. I know that he doesn't understand where I'm coming from, but I really think that our marriage has turned a big corner over the last year of like understanding the kind of support that we need from each other. And how him being in his masculine energy naturally softens me, and it affords me the opportunity to do my own healing work just by him like being himself. Well, anyways, every time I go into it, I just come out with so much gratitude for him for being here for me. Every time I go into like serious healing, I guess I can feel how Jesus was with me through that. Like, it's almost like I can see it through his perspective, and I can see how he was with me through all of that, and just how much like it pains him that we went through those things, that people put us through those things. And it has really helped me in my journey as well, to be able to recognize that, or I guess like the answers to a lot of my questions from before, because I used to always think like, if God is real, why did he let those things happen to me? Why did he let those things happen to me? And it's not that he lets those things happen to us. I feel like there's always some type of something going on interruption wise. Anyways, what I was getting at was that it's not that he lets these things happen to us. He's given us free will. We are the ones that have to choose something different. And that, I think, has helped, even though it's also incredibly painful, because you look at people and you say like, you could have chosen differently. Reading the Bible has really helped me understand that. That's where I was going, was that has helped me understand that Jesus didn't have to die. We could have chosen. We could have chosen life. We could have chosen differently, but we didn't. And so he knew that, and he accepted it. And I think that that's where like we come into your healing and you say like, okay, these people could have chosen not to do this. They could have chosen differently, but they did not. And so that's why I had to walk through this way. They chose their trauma patterns. They chose to project all of these things, right? But that is not a reflection of me, and that is not a reflection of my God. That is part of the human nature. That's part of people being unaware of their demons, letting their demons win. And then I'm beginning to see how this is why it's so important for us to share our testimonies, for us to claim our authority and to like walk in our ministries. So then I think about that. And this is kind of, I think, what really brought on a lot of this healing anyways, was that I felt like I was called to start a small group. And I've been putting it off because I was like, I can't figure out what kind of small group, like what should I do. I feel apprehensive about starting a small group and being in a leadership position because I felt like I've already done that, and I tried to do it without Jesus, and that's not right, and I feel responsible for that, even though I can look back on those things and I can say like, okay, I did a lot of good in that space as well. But good morning, my angel. Ollie, you gotta get off the game. I'd be lying if I said that it didn't scare me. It scares me to fumble my leadership, like to fumble my authority, whether that's in motherhood, whether that's with other people. Like when you recognize how valuable our souls are, I'm like, dang, like, are you sure that I'm capable or qualified of doing this? It feels like a lot of pressure, a lot of responsibility, and I'm nervous about it. And praying about it. Also a lot to do with this tendency that we have to say like, well, if I can't guarantee that I'm going to get it done right away on the first go, then I'm just not going to start. And if I, you know, intellectualize it over and over and never get moving, then I can't mess it up. And I think that's one of the ways that our enemy beats us, right? Is you never get started because you're afraid that you are going to mess up. I think that you have to have a strong sense of integrity. And I haven't always had that. And a lot of that used to be tied to, you know, not wanting the punishment for whatever the wrong action was. Because you were so afraid of the punishment that you didn't want to accept responsibility for anything, even if you knew it was the right thing to do. And I don't feel like that anymore. Now I'm like, okay, well, if I get called out, if I really did mess up, I'll take responsibility for it. Still don't want to mess up though, but you know, that's where we're at this morning. I have my other mascara downstairs, so let's get moving. Which motorcycle, Viv? I said, which motorcycle?
I like the guy with the blue and black one.
That one? Yeah. We are getting ready to leave Cars and Coffee in a few minutes. Oh wow, that's cool. Look at that one, Vida.
I got it also to get that one.
So big, huh?
I got it to get it.
Yeah?
You are going to come to me to my house. Then I got it to let you drive it.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, but I got it to teach you how to drive it first.
Oh, okay. There was this lowrider van that I thought was really, really dope. And I don't know why, it just like brought a smile to my face. I told Casey, I was like, I would like a Bel Air, and I would also really like a classic lowrider like Impala or something like that, like with the hydraulics and everything. I just think it's the coolest thing. Anyways, Vida got tired of walking, so I brought the 2 little ones with me into the van, and we're just waiting on Dad and the 2 others to just kind of do a little loop. Vivian's been on this kick lately where she says that she wants a motorcycle as her first vehicle. And it's at the bottom. And I'm like, I just don't know how I feel about my child being 16 with a motorcycle as their first vehicle. It's okay, don't worry about it. We can vacuum it, okay? They have like a little, I don't know, I think it's like a Craftsman or something like that motorcycle that we gave them for Christmas, and they enjoy riding that one around. It's like a small little bike. And I think that's kind of started her on liking motorcycles now. But it's really cute right now, I think, to see how they are bonding with Dad over cars. All of them were like really into it. So it's brought a lot of conversations about like what the first cars will be like. Wow, that's interesting.
I get that kind of car.
You will not get that car. I
Why?
don't know what's happening there.
What?
Anyways, that's just cute.
Why, Mama?
I like peppers like that. They're good.
Okay.
I like the red bell peppers.
Okay, make sure you pick your plant out well. Yeah? Good?
Miss me to pet a dog.
To pet the dog?
Yeah.
Sure. You want some flowers? Watch out for these people, okay? Look at these, are stunning.
For sure.
Think.
It's delicious.
Did you get any bee pollen?
Just straight eating a turnip. What do you think?
I need your pod, but
Vida.
Who's living the good life, huh? Look at that face. Look at this peacock in the road. Isn't that just such a dream? Look at that. Oh my goodness. It does make it a little bit hard to drive around here though. What a gentleman. And another one. Hopefully this one will get out of the way a little bit better. Oh, no, he's gonna walk right in front. Stunning. I saw several months ago that Martha Stewart has peacocks on her farm, and she has these white peacocks, and ever since then, well actually I think it's ever since I've been coming to this farm that I'm like, oh my gosh, I really need some peacocks in my life, but they're a little too loud for a neighborhood, I think. I had such a good time at that plant sale. It was such a dream. Casey treated me to basically anything that I wanted there. We had some really good acai bowls. The kids had a great time bouncing on the inflatable. And it was just like the best family day ever. When we got home, Kids went straight to going to play with their friends, which is really good because they're just outside for the rest of the day. And I have to run, I'm here to run a couple errands. So I'm at Hobby Lobby right now. I need to pick up some mat board because I have some content that I need to do flat lays of this weekend. And then I need to run by Tractor Supply because the goats are hungry and I needed to get them some feed. And so Casey stayed at home with Oren and I think they were just gonna chill. So he was like totally peopled out. It was really funny because he's like, yeah, I'm tired of talking to people. I'm tired of talking about my car. He's like, I was just ready to go home. I was like, okay, totally get that. But I think it's really funny how sometimes, like, even if you're talking about things that you really like, you can still get really just like too peopled out, too tired. So just gonna go run these errands really quick. Okay, that went really well. I found 3 really good mat boards and like really great colors for her brand. So I'm excited to have these. I used to have a lot more for flat lays, but I forgot that I had gotten rid of them, and I was like, I promised to deliver these by Sunday evening, so I was like, there's no way I'm not getting this done. I forgot that she had given me a gift card to Starbucks a couple weeks back, and I have not, like, I don't usually go to Starbucks very often, so I forgot about it. And then I'm out and I'm like, Casey said he didn't want to get coffee, and I don't really want a coffee either, but I saw that they had this lavender matcha and I really want to try it. So I was like, that's the perfect use for the gift card. Appreciate you. Have a good day.
You too, thank you.
See the hype? Y'all, they have Morans at Tractor Supply. Oh. Oh. Let me tell you, those are the only birds that are on my list that I have not gotten yet. No, I've had them before. I had like the most stunning collection of birds before, and then we rehomed them and started basically all over, and they are still the only ones that I don't have. I'm gonna wait really patiently until I get the darkest chocolate brown eggs, because that's all I have left to acquire into my basket. Forgot to grab a basket while I was inside, so I'm just gonna use this little flower pot for now. Oh my goodness, what happened here? Hello, ma'am. Can I help you? So I have a couple things that I've had out in the driveway that I'm going to plant today. I have favorite berries, yarrow. I think this is the celosia. Can't remember. And then here I have monstrosum strawflower. So we're gonna get these in the ground today, as well as, let me show you what we got from Sweeter Day Farm. I'm really excited. Okay, so we got some dill, which I tried to grow from seed and I didn't have any success with it. It was super tiny. And after going to their farm and like looking at how they're taking care of their seedlings, I'm like, I really think that I'm underwatering everything that I have. Not that it's that I've like purposefully neglected it. It's just kind of like a learning process. I've never grown seed at this scale before. Usually I've done a couple things from seed, and for the most part we just direct sow. So I got 4 plants of these, and then these are marigold cocoa golds. This was something that Casey really wanted to make sure that we had because we had such a huge issue with pests last year. Obviously this doesn't guarantee that we're not going to have as much of an issue with squash bugs this year, but I've heard that it helps, so I just figured one more of these would not hurt. I did grow a lot from seed. Some of it's doing really well. I have some that I bought from Tractor Supply as well. These are much nicer than the ones that I got from Tractor Supply, and these were only $4. So I thought that was a really good deal. Okay, so when I tell you that they had such a great selection, the best. It's getting a little bit windy, so I'm afraid my camera's gonna fall off, so I'm just gonna hold it. We got the zinnia cactus. I don't have any of these, and I didn't even know what these looked like. It was funny because I had asked out loud. Viv was, I was just talking to Viv, and I was like, yeah, I don't know what the zinnia cactus are, and somebody was nice enough to just Google them really quick and showed me. They were really pretty, and I was like, why not? So we got those. We don't have that variety. No. Stop, baby. He wants to touch all the plants, all the things that mommy has, and I'm just like, that's really great, and I don't want to kill your enthusiasm, but you're killing my plants. These are, oh, well, I did not mean to do that. Okay. I got one of the floret dahlias. You guys know that I've been growing these already, but these are the petite florets. So, you know, just another healthy plant, another one. Yeah, you just can't pass up a dahlia. I got some sugar baby watermelon. I gotta pause that before I get copyrighted on here. We got these lunchbox peppers. The kids really do like to eat peppers, so I'm excited about this. Got these black-eyed Susans. I don't remember what these look like, but Viv saw them, she wanted them. I was like, all right, cool. Let me see. We did get some celosia. These are the flamingo feathers. I have some of those in here. I don't feel like I had as great success as I would have liked to with these, but I really wanted to grab these just so that I would make sure that I had some as we're going to be growing those 4 bouquets, and I wanted to make sure we had just enough rounded out. We have lavender snapdragons. I have had 0 success, guys, with snapdragons. I don't know what the deal is. Snapdragons are really challenging for me, and Lysianthus have had 0 luck with that. And it was funny because I was talking to, so the farmers that we go to are a couple, Krista and Todd, and I was talking to Todd and I was like, I just haven't had any luck with the Lysianthus. He's like, yeah, we haven't had any either. They just tend to be very temperamental, and I was like, well, I feel a lot better about that. So I'm really excited about these lavender snapdragons. And then I'm also really excited about the celery. I know that sounds pretty silly, but I haven't had any luck growing celery, and they sell such good celery. My neighbor down the street grew amazing celery last year, and I got so spoiled from her sharing her celery with me for like soups and stocks and things like that, that now when you go to the grocery store and you see how pale their celery is, I'm just like, it's not not the same. It's just not the same. I need fresh homegrown celery. So I'm really happy to have this. And then we have a couple more pepper varieties. So I have a poblano, another lunchbox pepper, and we got a red knight bell pepper. And so that's our haul from there. I really would have liked to have also gotten a habanada pepper plant. So I don't know, I might hit them up later on this week and see if they still have anything left over from their plant sale. Just because I think that this makes a really good alternative. So like if you are like limited amount of space, look around and see what your local farmers are offering, because not only have they offered things, there's another place called Paradise, is it Paradise Hills Farms or Paradise something Farms? And they also have a great variety, and I'm gonna be going there, not next week, but the week after, like the first weekend in May. They have a lot of fruit bushes and things like that I wanted to look at. So I'm going to be going there as well. And so I think that that takes a lot of pressure off too. If you know who you're supporting, you know what quality they're using, give it a whirl, guys. It's really not that much more expensive if you buy this and you maintain it well. It's gonna be expensive, obviously, if you're spending $100 on plants and then you don't take care of your plants. You might as well have just bought seeds and give it a whirl that way. So yeah, just something to think about. Let's go, dude. Ready? Let's go. Yoo! Alright, so I'm just taking another little look here at my plan because I do really want to stick to this as much as possible. So in this front flat, no! Juicy! Stop it, baby! No! You can't do that! Okay? Stop that. Thank you. With kids, y'all. Alright. So in this front flower bed here, we're gonna put the red bell peppers and the orange sun peppers. And then in this one where the iris and daylilies are, I think that's where I'm gonna stick the snapdragons. No, no. All right. Oh wait, no. Yeah. Okay. So peppers over there. Okay. All right, so we're gonna save this for tomatoes. We've got cilantro right there, and then really, so did we get some herbs? The dill we're gonna put over there in that one with the herbs because I don't have a whole lot else to put in there. And then we're gonna find some places to put these marigolds that we know that our tomatoes are gonna go. What you doing?
And I've come out here to say that I love you.
Alright, we've got all our work done for today. So happy with how everything's looking in the garden. It's coming together. I do really need to desperately weed, so I've gotten kind of started on that. I got all the zinnias in and the flamingo feather, so Y'all, I'm just so excited. I can't wait to see what this is all gonna look like. What's up? These are all my little petite dahlias, and they're doing really well, you guys. I'm super happy. The sunflowers, as you can see, are all doing really well. So we are back at Tractor Supply. I don't know what came over Casey. I had texted him a picture of the Morans, and I'm like, they have Morans. Not really probing him necessarily, just kind of saying like, hey, because he knows that these are my coveted birds. Not that I expect full-on chocolate eggs from these, because these are from larger hatcheries. But what were we doing? We were just in the kitchen, right? And he goes, hey, just go get the chicks. I'm sure they'll be fine in the little area that we have set up. It has a heat lamp. It's got like a mini coop where we've got the tortoise and where we have our bunny. And he's like, just go get the birds. I'm like, really? So we are here to get our birds. All right, we've got our little babies settled in. So I went with 3 Barnvelder and 3 of the Morans, which are 2 of the darkest egg layers. So I'm not gonna mess with them right now because I want them to get nice and warm and to get settled in and eat and drink. But I'm so excited. Wow, they found that in the culvert?
Yeah.
That is a fatty. I don't want to hold it. No, doing. You gonna go bye-bye? Y'all, we are filthy today. Yeah, is that how you turn it on? Go, go? He's so smart. You're so smart. Is that how it turns it? Is that how Daddy moves it? So Casey had originally suggested that we put the chicks in where we have our bunny and our tortoise because it's just such a nice outside enclosure. And I agreed, but then I remembered that we have the little makeshift pond back there, and I'm like, they're gonna drown themselves? Absolutely not. Plus also, I think the high tomorrow is only gonna be like 59. It's gonna be a little bit cold the next couple days, and I don't wanna have them outside. I don't wanna risk it. And since I reorganized the garage this week, I'm like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and put them. So they're right here, right behind my little gardening area. Been forgetting to mention that I also have this really beautiful wisteria that's growing over here by my mailbox, and it looks like it's doing really, really well. I didn't even take the tag off of it last year. So Amethyst Falls wisteria, I am really looking forward to seeing this take off. I sleep like that because they look dead. All right, friends, I think I'm gonna go ahead and close the vlog out here because it's about 7:15 right now. I have not yet made dinner, which is just, thankfully, I'm making a very easy dinner. And now I'm finally remembering why I planned this dinner tonight, because I knew that I was gonna be out in the garden all day today and I wasn't going to have a lot of time to cook. So I'm whipping up some taco salad for everybody tonight. I need to do a thorough job on cleaning my hands because I've got a bit of a gardening manicure. We've got the chickies settled in. Casey's got the baby. Vita's in the bath because she got spray paint all over her. I know that once everybody comes in, attitudes are gonna just, because that's just how it's been going. It's like the second that they come inside and just like realize that their little bodies are tired and that they're hungry, it gets crazy in here. So I think it's better for me to just go ahead and close the vlog out here. I'm gonna make dinner. I think I'm gonna make some chocolate chip cookies for everybody because I have some discard I need to use. Then I'm gonna feed my starter again. Gotta get showered. Gotta get everybody bathed and ready for church tomorrow. So there's quite a bit of moving pieces. We had a really, really great day. It was really nice to do things as a family. Typically the car show is something that Casey does on his own. The plant sale is something that I would have just gone on my own. But I'm really glad that we did it all as a family. And even though we were just a little, it takes a little bit longer taking everybody places, you know. I'm sure you know if you have children. You know, people are hungry, I want this, I want that, or I'm ready to go, I don't want to walk anymore. And I grow continuously like more and more proud of Casey and I as parents and of our commitment to developing ourselves so that we can be more emotionally regulated for our children. And we just had a really nice day. We had a really nice day. So I better get in the kitchen to make dinner because I didn't clean up from last night's dinner and we have not been inside the house almost all day. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you guys enjoyed this and I hope you like gardening because you're gonna be seeing a lot of it here soon. And I could not be more thrilled to see how everything starts to grow and really take off. This is gonna be my first year with a large, I would say pretty large scale. I think that's pretty large scale dahlias. They are my favorite. Hopefully they do well. Hopefully, you know, God will grant me enough life to tend to them and to tend to my children and to, oh yeah, we have to sign up for our small group today. We're not getting out of this day without doing that. All right, we gotta go. Thanks so much for being here. We love you, we appreciate you. Give it a thumbs up, subscribe, leave a comment below. Bye. It's 8:08 and my children are down the street with their best friends partying at a bonfire, having themselves some hot dogs and s'mores, just living their best life. Like they've been together since we got back from Sweeter Days. And they play together and it's like they'll just get up and do it again. Like tomorrow we're going to church and now these kids are like trying to sign us up for extra serving at church just so that they can hang out together longer at church so they can come home to hang out more. So I'm happy for them. They have a good childhood. They're living good. They're living good. It's not really a super exciting dinner, but it's just ground beef from, this is still ground beef, you guys, from the share that we had in November. Lettuce, blue corn chips, salsa, sour cream, olives. That's it.